What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Chatter in the Swamp, your podcast for everything Keene SwampBats and the NECBL. I'm your host, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and the regular season is winding down in the NECBL. The summer of 2025 coming to sort of a close here as we approach August, and the Keene SwampBats have clinched not only a playoff spot, but the division, and it's been a fun one to watch. I mean, these SwampBats continue to roll. They were on a huge tear right before ending their winning streak over Martha's Vineyard with a loss, but they still have 30 wins on the season. So it's been a very exciting, tight race in the Northern Division. Right behind the SwampBats is the Sanford Maters. They're not right behind them particularly. They're 8.5 games back, but they are the only ones besides the Keene SwampBats in the Northern Division to clinch a playoff berth. Other than that, the North Adams Steeplecats and the Upper Valley Nighthawks and North Shore Navigators are all fighting for that last chance here in the final week of the regular season. After the All-Star break, the SwampBats went on to win 4 straight, coming from Sanford, Maine, and then North Shore, Upper Valley, North Adams. And then they play North Adams again coming up in the second to last game of the season, but like I said, that big hot streak coming after the All-Star break has really been that offense coming on a tear, and the pitching staff just honing in on the strike zone, hitting their spots has been key. And speaking of that offense, I had a chance to speak about it with one of the offense's very own, Michael O'Brien. Michael O'Brien, the man, the left fielder for the Keene SwampBats. What's up, man?
What's going on, Fitzy?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Good to have a day off.
Man, no, seriously, it's been a long stretch of games lately, and the postseason coming up. So that's been a whole thing, and it's been a long stretch of games for you. How you feeling, like, physically?
Yeah, I'm definitely at the point where, it's starting to hit you like a brick wall, but, I'm just excited to get ready to go in for playoffs. At this point, it's just about toughening it up and getting after it, baby. So I'm ready.
Yes, sir. And this team has already clinched the number 1 seed in the NECBL playoffs, one of the hottest teams in the NECBL. What's it like being a part of this squad?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We got an unbelievable vibe going on. Even when we lose, it's just like you would never know.
Like yesterday was like,
yeah. We went to Martha's Vineyard yesterday. We lost 11-2. You would have never known we just lost. The vibes are they're always at an all-time high. We just have unbelievable chemistry, and we're all together. We're playing together, and we know there's one goal in mind, and that's to win every single game we play. So.
And it's been a long stretch before that loss. You guys were on a huge winning streak right before that. What's it like being a part of a team that continues to win no matter circumstances?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, dude. Obviously, winning is always fun, but when you're a part of a team that is just is a culture of winning, it's fun to be around.
But more importantly, for yourself, recently you were able to play in the NECBL 2025 All-Star game. How did that feel, and what did that experience mean to you personally?
Yeah, no, that was fun. It was a good time to go out there and be able to compete against the best guys in the division. But it was more cool just to see how many guys we had out there. I feel like we ran the North team. Yeah. So it was cool to see all of our guys out there, especially. But I had a good time.
And winning 3-1 too, being a part of that winning team, and you have the coaching staff as well. Not only your players, 9 of them, but the whole coaching staff. Did it just feel like another game out there?
Yeah, it honestly didn't even feel like a game. Like it was just like so laid back. Everybody was just having fun. And then after the game when we won, I got to drench Mac with the water cooler. So that was fun.
That was a sick video, dude. But also, like, is there any added pressure to that? Because there's some scouts there, No,
dude. At the end of the day, we're there. So we've our stats and have obviously proven themselves throughout the course of the season, and really that's just a game, just to kind of go out, have fun, and go play against some of the best in the division. And no, it's just another game.
Well, you personally have been on a tear at the plate lately, hitting multiple homers in the past week. What's been clicking for you offensively?
Yeah, my uncle actually came up probably about 2 weeks ago, and my uncle and my dad, they critique my swing more than anything, more my dad. But my uncle actually came up here and surprised me, and we worked on a couple things mechanically. We just fix some things here and there. He stayed for about a week, and then ever since he came, I mean, it's been night and day difference. I've just been seeing the ball better. Everything's felt good. I felt on time. And I've just been putting good swings on the ball. And overall confidence is at all-time high, which is probably the most important.
Yeah. And you said you spend a lot of time. I remember joking with you one day, asking when you wanted to either like hang out or something. I spend all my day when I'm not on the baseball field either watching swings or sleeping. Is that true?
That is true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm literally home. I'm literally at home. I wake up, I eat baseball, go back home, hit probably again, and then go to sleep. So it's
You hit at home? You hit at home?
yeah. I have a little occasional little net, like a
Nice.
little pop-up net. So
You also said so you're 40 minutes away from Keene.
yeah, I
Is
think
that
it's
at
30,
a host, is it a
30,
host
40.
family?
Yeah, out in Stoddard.
What's that like being far away from Keene, having to come make a little trip every time you come to the ballpark?
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I have no problem with that at all. I have a great host family. They're awesome. They're unbelievable to me. But sometimes that 30-minute drive could be a good thing because if you have a bad game, you got 30 minutes to just kind of like
Think about it.
collect your thoughts and be like, all right, this is what I did wrong. This is what I need to do to improve, and then you just flush it, and you're like, all right, I'm going to bed. I wake up, do it again the next day.
I know sometimes you play MLB The Show with our other broadcaster, Andrew Hillsman over there. He's just walking by. And no, I know you spent a little time playing the game a little bit. I heard you're pretty good at it also.
I'm pretty decent. Yeah, I'm pretty decent. I'm sure Hillsman can come over here and vouch for me, but yeah, I dabble with it a little bit.
But you said you were correcting your swing a lot in the past several weeks, you could say. What has been most important for you looking into your swing?
The most important thing for me is being on time. But I've always been on time with my leg kick per se. But there's a couple of things mechanically that were just not clicking on the upper body part. So like when my front foot would land, my hands would still be wrapping around my back. So I mean, if you were standing, sometimes the center field camera gets it all the time. I mean, my whole entire jersey number is facing the camera. So it just makes it harder to be on time, and especially when you got some guys throwing 94 plus, it makes it a lot harder to be on time. So yeah, just fixing that, trying to stay closed off as much as possible, and just go straight to the ball has been the biggest thing.
Has your approach changed at all since the beginning of the season?
No. I think my approach has always been the same. Early in counts, plus counts, I'm selling out for my pitch. I'm just looking for something to drive early in counts. And then, of course, when you get behind in the count and get to 2 strikes, you're just competing, fighting your butt off.
What's something like casual fans might not know about the grind that goes into summer ball, especially as a hitter?
I would say the timing piece of it for sure. Because obviously we're here to, work on us and obviously win a championship. But it's a grind, man. I mean, like you said, we just came off playing 5-6 games. It takes a toll on your body. You got to wake up every day. You got to go eat. You got to go hit the gym. You got to eat again. You got to be at the field ready to go. And then you play the game. Sometimes you don't get back till, I think last night we got back at 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
so it's a grind. It's a grind for sure.
You were knocked out on that bus on the way back as
I
well.
was. Yeah, I was. I think one of our interns, Andy, she gave me a Dramamine. It kind of knocked me out pretty good. So I was snoozing.
Did you get a chance to drive safely on that car ride on the way back?
No, I did. Yes. I was blaring some music and I was awake for the whole 30 minutes. There you go,
because it was a little scary the way you were knocked out on the way up. I think you were the last one on the bus, too.
I was, yeah. I'm usually one of the first ones off, but I was the very last one off the bus that day.
Hey, man, so you're from the South, correct? Where exactly are you from?
So I live about 10 minutes outside New Orleans in a small town called River Ridge. It's probably 2 minutes away from where I went to high school, John Curtis Christian. So yeah, it's south, but you go about an hour further south, you'll get into all of your Venice and your Lafitte areas and stuff like that. That's your South Bayou stuff right there.
Sure, and you growing up there, living that life, and then now you're playing summer ball in Keene, New Hampshire. What's that adjustment like?
Well, I'll tell you, the weather is not even comparable. It is unbelievable up here. You go walk outside back home, it's 100% humidity, 102 outside.
How do you live in that?
It's miserable for sure. But yeah, no, up here playing in 74-degree weather, 0% humidity, I can't complain about that at all.
What about the venue change at all? Is there
No, not at all. I've never been one to get homesick. I'm just, once I get comfortable and settled in, it's full go. And like I said before, my host family's been unbelievable. They're great. And I just feel right at home.
What inspired you to play for the NECBL and the Keene SwampBats specifically?
Yeah, so not many people actually know this story, but I was going to Katuitt to play in the Cape Cod League, and I get a call from my head coach probably 2 weeks before the summer ball season starts, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, 3 weeks ago, your coach called me and your spot got cut. You're not playing there anymore." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks for telling me 2 weeks before." So I reached out to my best friend Dylan Cup.
That's
Dylan was
right.
coming here in the NECBL, and he's like, "All right, let me call our director." And he literally called me maybe 10, 15 minutes later, and he's like, "Hey, we want you." And I mean, it was a wrap. That was it. So
That's right.
yeah, and it was pretty cool that was able to happen. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how it worked out.
Obviously, in the NECBL, lots of players come and go. What was it like losing your buddy in Dylan Cup middle of the season when things started to get hot for both of you guys?
Yeah, no, dude, it was frustrating for sure because I mean, that kid has been he's gone through so much, injury wise, mentally wise. He's just, it's been a toll on him, man. Ever since we both got to state, we roomed together our summer year, and we became best friends instantly. And he got pushed by some coaches at state a little crazy, and they were just putting so much pressure on him. And then he got hurt, and then he couldn't play summer ball, and then he got back out there, didn't play as good as he wanted to, and then he got hurt again. And it's just like, God, dude, like this kid can't catch a break.
He started to get heat up as well right before his injury.
He did, man. He was starting to have fun again. It's been a long time since I've seen the kid smile on a baseball field.
Wow.
So when I saw him smile on the baseball field for the first time, it was like, that's good to see. And I just knew he was starting to get back to the old Dylan. And the old Dylan was dangerous. So
speaking of smiling on a baseball field for you, I know you're a very emotional guy, especially when you're making out, but you've been heating up at the plate lately. But injury-wise, sometimes it can get rough as well. Summer ball, long season. How have you dealt with your own pain?
Yeah, I've had the little lower back flare up for a week and a half. That was pretty tough. I made sure everything was good. It's just been about maintaining a consistent routine every day now about, getting up, moving around, going stretch out, going hit the gym, and then, obviously just making sure I'm stretched out as possible before the game time.
Now, you started your college career over at Mississippi State, and you just committed to Arkansas Little Rock. Walk us through that journey.
Yeah, it was cool. I entered the portal. They were one of the first ones to reach out. Coach Chris Curry, he called me literally every single day that I was up here the first week, and it was awesome because it let me know that he was severely interested. But it was awesome. My buddy Gage Haley, he played with me at State. He ended up transferring there last year, and they went on a run to go play LSU. They almost knocked them out of a regional. So that was cool to watch. But just the more I talked to him, the more information I got from Gage, it was like, yeah, this place seems really cool. It seems like home, and I feel like I would fit in really well here.
It's awesome, man. It felt like Precious Goods being called all the time throughout that entire week. Is that like how cool of a feeling was that?
No, it was sick because he called every single day, and I was doing good. And then I called him one day, and he wanted me to come take a visit. And I called him. I was like, "Hey, coach, like, I'm not taking a visit." And I thought he would think that I was just being like, "Hey," like kind of brushing him off, like, "Nah, I'm not interested." But I was like, "No, I don't need a visit. Like, I'm committed right now." So I told him. And the day I committed, I think I went 3 for 4, 4 for 4 with the homer against North Adams. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, being a part of the transfer portal during summer ball, like, is there any added pressure that goes into your play when you're playing with the SwampBats?
Yeah, of course, dude. Of course. You're in the portal. It's a scary place. I mean, you don't know what's in the future. Like, you don't know what the future holds for you. You obviously know that you're good enough to play, but it's the thought of like, hey, where am I going to play? Am I going to be this far away from home? What happens if I don't get a call? Like, it's just a lot of stuff runs through your head. It's a scary place, but I'm just happy at the end of the day it all worked out.
Yes, sir. And how did your time in the SEC? It's SEC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over Mississippi State. How did that time over there prepare you for the level of competition like the NECBL?
Yeah, all the opportunities that I had over at Mississippi State, they were all valuable to me. Being on those two teams, of course, both made regionals. I had a lot of mentors like Connor Heisig, Amani Larry. Those guys definitely just were there to ask questions and be like, hey, like they kind of laid out the path and they're like, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to work. You need to maintain this consistent approach. And it was just like, okay, like this is how you go about business. So just being around that kind of culture was very cool and very important to me. But, obviously going and play in all these hostile environments like Arkansas and Florida, Vandy, Ole Miss, like all those, like it was cool. It was a special experience.
And hostile environments. I know it's not particularly the same here in the NECBL, but sometimes fans can get on you. I mean, we heard it yesterday over in Martha's Vineyard. How do you deal with the cultures like that?
Yeah, I mean, in summer ball, you just kind of laugh. I mean, it's because it's summer ball.
Right.
But, I mean, if somebody wants to chirp you, I mean, you're like, okay. You just kind of brush it off. You laugh about it. And then you go get a hit, and then you won't hear them again. So
shut them up with the play, I guess you would say.
Yeah, you go play. You go play good, and they won't talk to you anymore.
Yeah, that's right. But what about Little Rock that really drew your interest there? And also, what are you excited more about playing over there?
Yeah, the coaching staff was just, really, really, really invested into me. And that was the biggest thing for me because not to say that the previous coaching staff at State wasn't invested in me. I just felt like there was a level of, I'd say, trust that, I could believe what they say and all this and that. But, like, I feel like at Little Rock, these guys, I believe them. I trust them. And I'll take what they have to say seriously. And I could believe them. And I just feel like I haven't had the past 2 years. I haven't had a guy look me in my eye and tell me the truth. And that's all I want. Is just somebody look me in the face and tell me the truth.
What else are you the most pumped about going over there?
I'm just ready to win, man. I think we've gotten so many different recruits. And we just signed a pitcher, left-handed pitcher from LSU. We signed a guy from Arkansas. We've signed a couple of other big guys. So, I mean, we're going to make a run at this thing, hopefully. I think, obviously, last year we showed that we have the talent, we have the capabilities to make a run at it. So, hopefully, we keep going and we get better every day.
And speaking of signings and stuff like that, the MLB draft just passed us, and one of our own Keene SwampBats, Todd Kanibi, got signed by the Orioles. What was that like playing with someone that's going to the next level?
That was so sick, man. I mean, every time I watched that kid, it was just so special to watch. You immediately know it's different. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, we literally watched him at the All-Star game. I think he threw an immaculate inning. Like, it was ridiculous. He just got up there, and he's just every one of his pitches he throws, and he throws it with command. He throws it with confidence, and it's just like it's a cocky confidence that a pitcher needs to have, and he has every bit of it. So it was fun to play with him. He's going to be a very, very special player.
And the best part is he's like the nicest guy, too.
He's nicest person.
He's this huge guy, but it comes off as like just the coolest teddy bear you can talk to.
Yeah, the nicest human being you'll ever meet, the best teammate you'll ever play with. I mean, I can't say enough good things about him.
That's right. So you've gone from limited at-bats in the college to being an all-star contributor here. How have you stayed that confident and ready?
Yeah, obviously just staying confident and, going out and performing is definitely a key role in all of it. But just going out and having fun. Like this team, like I said earlier, if we win or lose, you would not know.
That's right.
It's always like the same level. So it's just fun to be around a group that just has so much fun. And like if we win or lose, it doesn't matter. Like, hey, after the game, we're still all going to Applebee's together. We're going to have fun. Like, it's just we have fun. And that's what summer ball is supposed to be. That's what baseball is supposed to be. You're supposed to go out and have fun. So it's a good time.
And playing some Mafia on the bus, of course.
Of course, absolutely.
Do you like to narrate more, or do you like to play a little bit?
I like to play a little more. I'm not a bad narrator, but I like to play because I like to be involved in the game. So,
yes, sir. Going back a little further now, playing at John Curtis Christian, you were a standout in baseball and also won a state title in football, correct?
Yes, sir.
How did those experiences shape your mindset today?
Yeah. It was crazy. Like 4 years playing in high school ball for Curtis, we never won a state championship. We made it to the state championship once, and we ended up losing, and that hurt really bad. But, we learned from it, and then football was just kind of the craziest thing ever. I played my entire freshman season. Sophomore year, I didn't play, and like halfway through the season, the week of playoffs, our principal calls me and my buddy Logan O'Neill out to go punt in the playoffs. And then my junior season didn't play at all. And then my senior season, I had just signed to Mississippi State, and it's the last regular season of the high school season. And our principal calls me and he's like, hey, our quarterback just broke his ankle. So I'm like, okay, what are you saying? He's like, I need you to come be the backup quarterback. And I was like, okay, because we had another great quarterback, Dagan Bruno. He was unbelievable, but it was just the craziest thing, dude. Like I immediately just threw on the helmet, threw on the pads again, and played backup quarterback.
Why is the principal calling you?
Because he's our head coach.
Oh, okay,
Coach JT Curtis. Yeah, he's the head principal at the school.
And he was the coach there. And were you wide receiver to start off at all?
I was a quarterback most of my life, but I played quarterback, wide receiver, played a little bit of DB, and was on special teams.
What was your favorite one?
I would have said probably DB, just because playing DB, you're making the hit, not getting hit.
Yeah, you know.
But no, and the offense we ran the veer. So, I mean, the quarterback's essentially like a third running back.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I wasn't the biggest kid in high school, so I'd get slammed pretty good. But I had fun.
Like to lay the hit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But your family does have deep athletic roots, though. How have your dad and uncle influenced your approach on the game?
Yeah. I mean, literally their competitiveness is just at an all-time high when it comes to everything we do. But they're always the first two to analyze everything I do. They'll literally mid-game, they'll send me videos of swings.
Yeah.
They'll critique it. They'll tell me what I did wrong. This is good. This is bad. And then just being able to call them after games, be like, hey, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to work on? It's just good to have because, you know, they've obviously been there, done that. And, you know, they just want the best for me.
And I know timing is like a big thing that you look for in a swing. What do they look for as well? Do they look for a similar approach, or is it something else?
Yeah, they're just looking for me to have a great approach going to the plate. And then, like I told you earlier, with the hands, the upper body, they're trying to make sure that is as still as possible. There's zero wrapping. And I'm just going straight to the ball every time. Because if you go look at some of my best swings, I don't wrap at all. If you go look at the 3 or 4 homers this past week, it was just straight to the ball. And they're not hit 110. They're probably hit mid to upper 90s, but they go because I'm just straight to the ball every single time. So
now you're part of this big team. I know we touched on it before. Team's first to 30 wins in the NECBL. Heading into the playoffs, what's that vibe like with the clubhouse and going on the road and just hanging out with the guys? It's
unbelievable, dude. I mean, like, if we could sim to the playoffs right now, I'm pretty sure every one of us would, because we were just so ready to get going for that. But we're dangerous, dude. Like, we're a dangerous team. It doesn't matter what inning. It doesn't matter if we're behind. It doesn't matter if we're up. Like, we are always just pedal to the metal, and we do some crazy stuff. Let me tell you, like, it'll be the 8th inning. We'll be down 6. We'll come back and win. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just a very resilient team, very confident team, and I'm just so excited for the next 2 weeks.
We're talking about simming to the playoffs, but you guys clinched the #1 seed almost a week ago now, about like 5 days ago. And plenty of games left, and you guys continued to go on that winning streak. Was there any still mindset like, okay, we can go off the gas a little bit, or just winning every day?
No, every game we want to play, we want to win.
Yeah.
Like, we're never like, hey, like, this game doesn't mean anything, let's try to lose. Like, no, that's never the case.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like that starts at the top with with Mac, our head coach.
Yeah.
He gets us fired up and going before every single game. So, you know, I feel like he's kind of the spark plug for us, and that's just, you know, the way we're wired.
Yeah. How do you feel about that coaching staff and Coach Mac?
I love it. I absolutely love it. He gets us fired up before games. They're all definitely players, coaches, and, you know, we're out here, we're having fun. And I know if anything happens, they got our backs. Like, they will literally run through a wall for us. So.
Especially Coach Mac.
Oh, yeah, especially Mac.
He's the guy that's going to let everyone else know that he's sticking up for his players, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
cool to see. Is there any moment from this season that really stands out to you so far that's a personal favorite?
When we tied the record for the most consecutive wins at Upper Valley, that was cool. That was definitely my favorite moment so far. But second favorite moment was definitely probably seeing all the SwampBats at the All-Star game. Like, we just had literally everybody. Like, we were joking with some of the other players on our team. It was us and Sanford, the Mainers. I mean, it was literally like a SwampBat Mainers All-Star game for the North. It was fun. Yeah. It was fun to watch, man. It was fun to be a part of.
Now, what would it mean for you and this group to bring back a championship to Keene?
Yeah, just all the work that we've put in, like all the long trips, all the long days. I mean, like it's the only thing to do. Like you don't win 30 games and then just give up at the end. Like we want every single bit of it. We're trying to win every series in two, and we're trying to we're just trying to get this thing done. Like we are ready to play for a championship, bring it back to Keene, and call it wraps.
And bring it back to Keene and the Keene community as well.
Yeah.
Did it surprise you at all when you got here, first home game, and you see the amount of people that come to these games?
Yeah, dude, it's unbelievable. I mean, of course, we have all the different nights; those are all cool.
Yeah.
But like, it's just crazy. Like we have so many fans that come to the game, and their support is, I mean, it's unmatched. It's awesome to have, and they're the best fans.
Yeah, it's unreal. Like I didn't expect everyone around here knows about the Keene SwampBats.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the New Hampshire area, where you're like, summer ball is a big deal. It's surprising.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And if you guys win it all for them, you get to see now that they can really rally behind you guys. It's cool. But let's go into a rapid fire segment. How do you feel about that?
All right, let's do it.
What's your favorite walk-up song, and how did you choose it?
I'll say my favorite walk-up song right now is probably the one I'm using now. It would be "Run Your Mouth" by Gavin Adcock, and I did it because I didn't like the one I had before, and it was a little Dylan Cup tribute walk-up song. It was Dylan's walk-up song at state, and ever since I started using it, I started going crazy. So I've been texting him back and forth. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I think it's your walk-up song. So yeah,
the one you have right now is Dylan Cup's walk-up song.
Yeah, the one from Mississippi State this past year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty electric. How does he feel that you're doing that?
I'm sure he likes it. He can't really hear it on the broadcast, but I passed him in home runs. I think it was the other day. So
yeah, that's right.
I keep giving him some stuff for that, but wish him nothing but the best and speedy recovery.
That's right. Now, are you superstitious at all? Because you did, going to consecutive games where you're hitting home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Were you doing anything the same every day?
I was. I'm sure if you ask any of the other interns, I went up to the press box before every single game and kind of just sat down for 10 minutes. I was just chilling, hanging around the guys, and then I'd go walk down, and get ready to go, and then I try to end my BP round off with like a line drive to left center field every day, and I was just doing it, and I was like, all right, I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again. So, no, it was sick.
What if you don't end your BP on the line drive to left field?
Then I probably wasn't hitting a home run. It was great. It was weird, though, because like the 3 games where I just went absolutely crazy, they all was left center. And then the one game where I think I went like 0 for 3, I finished with a line drive, but it was to right field. So I'm like, okay, this has nothing to do with why I'm doing good or anything, but in my head, I think it does. So I'm like, dude, come on.
What about back at college? Is there any other superstitions you get into over there?
Not really. I mean, the biggest superstition for me is just never stepping on the line. That's probably the only thing. And maybe a parking spot. Like I like to park in the same parking spot if I do good.
Stepping on the line isn't like the foul line.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the unwritten rule of baseball.
Yeah, you just don't step on the line.
You can't. No. Best meal you've had in Keene this summer?
Best meal I've had in Keene. It was this Italian restaurant, but I don't know what it was.
D'Angelo's?
Yes.
You serious?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
ZT is big on that place too.
It's really good. I had like this. It was a pizza, but it was like a Cajun pizza. Yeah.
Are pizzas there?
Yeah. I think it could. We could be talking about two different
places. Yeah. D'Angelo's is like a sub place.
Okay, no, that's not that.
Okay.
Not that. It's it was an Italian restaurant. It was more towards kind of like the Ford dealership over there.
All right. So, which teammate is the loudest in the dugout?
The loudest? I would say James Lordie. Definitely Lordie. You get Lordie going, there's no stopping him.
From the bullpen?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. But when he's in the dugout, late in game or, the other team just so happens to be talking some smack, I feel bad for you if you're on the other side of Lordie chirping at you.
Any favorite line you get from him when he's chirping?
I would say he says "smushed" to the gills. What does it mean? I have zero clue, but he says it a lot, and I think it's hilarious.
I mean, he's also one of those guys on the bus that definitely, you saw it. You were sleeping yesterday when he was doing all that.
Oh, yeah, I must have not heard it.
Yeah, he was putting on a show right after we're done with Moff. You should have seen it. What's it like to have that guy on the bus rides, even after win or lose, a guy that just makes everyone laugh?
Dude, he's hysterical, man. Like I said, like I told you, if you wouldn't know if we won or lost, but having guys like him just keep us going, dude. Like, they keep us having fun, and they're just always fun to be around. So it's always a good time.
Now, all right, think about this. You're in a home run derby. Who are you picking from the SwampBats to win it besides you?
Well, I would definitely not win the home run derby. I would say either Jack Ehring, Ripken Reese, or if he was still here, either Aiden Harris or Dylan Cup. One of those four. Aiden Harris had some unbelievable pop. So
We just didn't see it for the amount of time that we wish we did,
Yeah, we wish we had him around longer, but if he would have stuck around for the home run derby, I'm sure he would hit a couple for sure.
Now, all right, narrow it down. Who's going to win it out of those four right now?
I got to go with my boy, DC baby, Dylan Cup. He can backspin a baseball to the pull side, that's for sure. So I gotta go with Cuppy.
Now, last question for you, my man. If you weren't playing baseball, what would you be doing right now? And don't say business administration.
Let's see. I would probably say I would probably be working to become a professional golfer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love golf. I'm not great at golf at all, but I'm sure if I had been practicing my whole life to play golf, I'd be pretty decent at it. And if golf wasn't an option, I would probably just be a sports agent because that's what I want to do in the future. So we'll see.
Do you think with golf you would be as hyper-focused on your swing as you are with baseball?
Probably, yeah, because golf is a little different. Baseball, you miss a pitch, it's just strike one. In golf, you miss
Shank.
Yeah, you miss it, you shank it. You're OB, and it costs you pretty good. So I guess you'd definitely have to be hyper focused in golf.
Well, Mike, I'm really looking forward to what you can do in the playoffs coming up. It's going to be an exciting summer, isn't it, man?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you for coming on, brother.
Yes, sir.
So that will do it for this episode of Chatter in the Swamp. Thank you all for tuning into this one. But like I said, the last two regular season games coming up quick. The Keene SwampBats have the North Adams Steeplecats on Monday, July 28th. And then 2 days later, they play Vermont on Monadnock Media Group night over at Alumni Field on Wednesday, July 30th for the season finale. So come on and tune in just because the Keene SwampBats are one win away from clinching the best record overall in the NECBL. And if they go on and win both of those games, they break the franchise record for the best record in franchise history. So thank you for joining us. I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick. See you next time.